Atomic habits. How tiny changes lead to massive transformation. We often believe that major life changes require bold moves, a big leap, a dramatic decision, or complete reinvention. But Atomic Habits by James Clear flips that idea on its head. It's not the massive shifts, but the tiny improvements, repeated daily, that create lasting change. In fact, if you improve by just 1% every day, you'll be 37 times better by the end of a year. That's the power of compounding, the compound interest of self-improvement. Habits, not goals, shape our destiny. We don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. Everyone wants success, but few build the daily processes that make it inevitable. Whether it's financial security, physical fitness, or personal growth, the outcomes we desire are simply lagging indicators of our habits. Your bank balance reflects your money habits. Your weight mirrors your eating and exercise habits. Your knowledge? It's a product of your learning routines. Change the habits, and the results follow. But there's a hidden challenge. We're wired to prioritize immediate rewards over long-term gains. That's why unhealthy habits form easily. The donut tastes great now. The consequences come later. Good habits? They often feel like a burden in the short term, even though their long-term payoffs are huge. Going to the gym today won't change your body overnight. Reading one chapter won't make you wise instantly. So the secret lies in designing systems that make good habits easy and bad ones hard, bringing future rewards into the present and pushing present pain into the future. To build a habit that sticks, Clear introduces the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious. Make it attractive. Make it easy. Make it satisfying. Let's break these down. Make it obvious. Habits begin with cues, the signals that trigger behavior. If you don't recognize the cue, the habit won't even start. That's why awareness is the first step. Keep a habit scorecard for a few days. Write down your daily routines. Identify what triggers them, a time, a place, an emotion, and suddenly you'll start seeing the invisible architecture of your behavior. Once you identify cues, design your environment to support good habits. Want to eat more fruit? Keep a bowl of apples on the table. Want to read more? Place your book on the pillow. Environmental design is powerful. Reduce the cues for bad habits, and they start to fade. Make it attractive. We're motivated by rewards, or at least by the anticipation of them. If a habit isn't appealing, we won't stick with it. This is where temptation bundling comes in. Pair a habit you need to build with something you already enjoy. Only watch your favorite Netflix show while at the gym. Only drink your favorite smoothie after completing a workout. By associating pleasure with a habit, you rewire your brain to crave it. Make it easy. The more friction there is, the less likely we are to follow through. So reduce the steps between you and your good habit. Lay out your running shoes the night before. Keep your guitar within arm's reach. Don't aim to run for 30 minutes. Commit to tying your shoes and stepping outside. That's the brilliance of the 2-minute rule. Scale your habit down until it's almost too easy to fail. Start small, master the entry point, and momentum will take care of the rest. Make it satisfying. Our brains love immediate rewards. Use that to your advantage. Track your habits visually. Check marks on a calendar, a progress bar, a journal. Each small win reinforces your identity and builds motivation. This isn't just about behavior. It's about belief. Want to become a reader? Read a page a day and tell yourself, I am a reader. Identity-based habits are more powerful than outcome-based goals. When your habits reinforce your identity, change becomes effortless. You're not forcing yourself to act differently. You're simply being who you believe you are. This identity-first approach is central to Atomic Habits. Instead of saying, I want to quit smoking, say, I'm not a smoker. Instead of, I want to run a marathon, say, I'm a runner. When your identity aligns with your actions, the behaviors that support that identity follow naturally. Success doesn't come from sudden effort. It comes from aligning your systems with your identity and letting time do its work. That's why focusing solely on goals is dangerous. Goals create a momentary change, a temporary high. But systems create sustained progress. As Clear says, the purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of building systems is to keep playing the game. There's also a trap many fall into, the plateau of latent potential. You might start a habit and feel like nothing's happening. Progress seems invisible. That's normal. Habits compound and results lag. The ice cube doesn't melt at 31 degrees Fahrenheit, but one more degree and everything changes. Trust the process. Push through the valley of disappointment. Your breakthrough is building beneath the surface. If you take away one thing from atomic habits, let it be this: small habits, practiced consistently, transform lives. Start with one push-up, one paragraph, $1 saved. Build momentum. Refine the system. Shape your identity. And let time multiply your effort into remarkable results. In the end, your habits are not just what you do, they're who you become.